Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It is Monday, January the 6th. We are getting ready to talk about what's going on or what we see in the market coming up for today. What are we looking at? What are we doing? Starting off with the pre-market, the futures, Dow futures, S&P futures, NASDAQ futures, all are green this morning. Up pretty good. Dow futures up 0.38%, S&P up 0.74%, NASDAQ futures up 0.97%. Stock futures rebound after a down week as NVIDIA and chip shares jump. Oil is green. U.S. 10-year bonds are red this morning. Looking at Europe stocks are higher as autos jump 4% on Trump tariff report. Chip stocks also climb. We've got the DAX, the FTSE, CAC, FTSE Milano, Stock 600. Everybody is green this morning. FTSE is the one that's only a little bit green, 0.11%. Everyone else is up over 1% except for the Stock 600, which is just below 1% green. In Asia, we've got a lot more red than we do green. ASX 200 is green, barely 0.08%, but the Nikkei, Nifty 50, Hang Seng, and Shanghai are all red. China CSI 300 extends declines to hit 3-month lows as market shrugs off strong services PMI. All right. That's what we're looking at over in the other markets and in our pre-market as our futures. The volatility or the VIX is up. Up a little bit. 16.43 is where the VIX is this morning. It is 0.3 up or up 1.86%. Still 16. It seems to be a place where we've been on that VIX for a minute, so it doesn't seem like it's like new to us because we've been there a while. Let's look at the meetings and such for today. Today is Monday, January the 6th. We've got FOMC member Cook speaking at 9:30, like as soon as the market opens. It's a yellow folder. 9:45, we've got final services PMI. It's an orange folder. And at 10 o'clock, we've got factory orders month over month, another yellow folder. As far as today goes, not as much there, but you do want to keep in mind that tomorrow we do have Joe's job openings, which is a red folder. Wednesday, we have non-farm unemployment claims, and we've got an FOMC meeting minutes coming on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. So you want to put that in your memory banks as you're thinking about your trades for the week. Thursday, we've got all yellow. There's several things happening here, but there is all yellow. And then on Friday, we got some more red folders, the hourly earnings, unemployment rate, all those good things. That's what's happening this week. If we look at investing.com for the day, we've got sales at 9:30. We've got the Fed FOMC member Cook, I told you, was speaking. 9:45 PMI, we talked about that. 10 o'clock, we've got some durables excluding defense, durables excluding transport. Basically, all the durable goods are showing up at 10. 11:30, we've got the 3-month bill auction, 6-month bill auction. At 1 o'clock, the 3-year bill auction. And then at 3:30, all of our speculative positions. That is showing up on investing.com. Okay, let's look at what earnings we have for today. The only one we had somebody this morning, CMC, I believe, was the only one who showed up as a pre-market today. Is CMC. It's coming up. We'll give it a minute. Come on, screen. You can do it. There we go. CMC is the only one for today. Tomorrow we've got a few AZZ, RPM, I'm seeing who else was down here. Lindsay. None of these. Apogee. Sorry, not Ocugen. Apogee is over here. Later this week, we do have showing up on Friday. Delta showing on Friday. Witty Brand on Wednesday. Albertsons is also on Wednesday. Basically, we're just taking it as it goes. Earnings season is picking back up. So we will see a little bit in each day until we get in the rhythm of the flow. Yep, we're getting to the rhythm of the flow. I think it wants to change screens. Maybe not. It's taking us a minute to do its thing. Come on, baby, baby. There we go. Adams numbers. Incredible start and targets already hitting. Thursday, longs triggered in SPX on a huge failed breakdown of 58.73 to 78. Plan is since then was simple as posted, right? Get long and stay long. 116 points now. You want to protect your gains here. Resistance is at 59.92, 6,004, and 6,025 is up next. 59.71 is support. We're going to dip below that. The gap between SPX and ES is 45. So if you're following Adam's numbers, take his numbers, subtract 45. That should put you in the SPX numbers. If you're trading XSP, we've got 603 on the call credit spread side and 587 on the put credit spread side. Basically, we did end last week. Triple Q, SPY, those guys, we ended them all in, and we ended them all on hammers for the week. So you want to keep that in mind as you enter today. All right, I'm getting ready to switch over to see what the stocks have to show us this morning. This is the ES or ES futures, S&P futures. This is the 30-minute chart, and this is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking at. This is ES 6,033, which if we take away our 45, we're at about 59.88 on SPX. But SPX doesn't show us all night long. You, of course, can use the SPX 500. You can use that if you want to be able to see what's happening in the post-market and the pre-market in SPX. But this is SPX 500 on TradingView. It's something else on Thinkorswim, but 59.89 is currently where we are, right? This is for today. We're going to definitely looks like we're going to have a green open, maybe a gap up. Keep that in mind because gaps do like to fill. So just because we gap up doesn't mean we'll gap up and keep running. It might gap up, pull back, grab the gap, the liquidity inside that gap, and then keep on keeping on. All right. Let's look at SPY. I'll take us to the daily chart so we can see what's going on here. SPY in the pre-market is at 596.60, so it's up a taste already. We closed at 591. We're already at 596. So it's definitely going to have a gap up. We do have some resistance up here in the 601 area. Of course, 600 is a nice psychological number. So you want to keep that in mind if you're trading SPY. We also have some resistance at 599.83. So right around that area, there's a gap that needs filling, and it just may go all the way up to 601. Grab that and do its thing. Basically, as usual, we want to trade what we see, not what we hope to see. We trade what we see. But currently in the pre-market, SPY is at 596.64. If we're looking at triple Q, current price is 524.20 in the pre-market. It also has a gap up here that needs to be filled. We've got some resistance above in the 526 area, 526.63, which really is the bottom of this gap. The gap that's up here between 526 and some change and 529. There's a gap there that will need to be filled. The market might go on up there and grab it and then come on back down. You just listen again, trade what you see, trade what you see. Let's look at IWM. Let's look at IWM. Got a little falling wedge here. We got a little bit of room where it can tighten up, but IWM has really been on a downwards ride for the last at least month. We've been on a downwards ride. So, again, as I say, I'm saying again. I know I'm repeating it. Trade what you see. Trade what you see. Of course, as sellers, we have time to watch a little bit. We can take a minute and do a little watching before we do any jump in. Pre-market, IWM is at 226.96. It's actually above that resistance and coming into some resistance that's over here. I like to switch over to the line chart sometimes too. So that way I can see where the peaks and the valleys are. 228.56 in that area. I do see a little something over there. And I see that we are currently in the midst of some resistance from back in October. In that little zone, there was a lot of momentum that went with the candle from on the December the 18th. This was a long ride down for IWM. If we were to go to a shorter time frame, I'm sure we can see some support and resistance even inside of this long bearish candle. Very long, very long. Okay, I got one more here. We do have some resistance at 234. All right, that's what's going on in those 3 or 4 areas. SPY, Triple Q, IWM. Again, that's the main jobbies. We want to just watch and see what's there. All right. I put out this video to trade plans for more profits for 2025. You might want to check my channel. Go ahead and watch this video. It talks about what kind of strategies, what kind of stocks we're using for this year for 2025, and which strategies we're using to generate more profits. Go over there. Of course, while I'm talking about it, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you put up the notification bell. All those good things. Pass the word. Let the world know that Educator to Trader is over here live at 9 o'clock in the morning. All right. I also created and published a Candlestick Mastery 2025 calendar. Every month has a candlestick pattern. I picked and found the most effective, the most used, the most useful candlestick patterns and put them together for each month. Tell you here what are the key dates in the month, what is this candle pattern, and how do we trade it. Gives you entries, exits, profit targets. All those good things are here in this calendar. 12 months. You can grab it at my in my Etsy shop, which is at bit.ly. Nope, not what I wanted. At bit.ly. Okay. I was trying to see if I could put a comment down here, but it does not like that. Okay. Does not like that. At bit.ly / capital MEL capital INSP Melanin Inspirations is my Etsy shop. I might need to put that on the graphic so that way it'll be easy to be seen. All right. For this week, we have some trades for this week. A few put credit spreads, IBM and Walmart. Call credit spreads, IYR, McDonald's, Merck, Pepsi, Procter & Gamble, and Schwab are all on the bearish list. And on the neutral or iron condor list, we have Gold, Microsoft, SPY, and VU. Notice I decreased the list significantly. I really wanted to make sure that we don't have too much here, that it's not overwhelming for our weekly trading. So it gives us fewer things to look at. You know, we can, and more opportunity for profits, because sometimes we have too many things to look at and that causes issues. I don't want anybody to have any issues. So there we go. We got a good little list. You can also find this list on all of my social media platforms. The SPX playbook, getting 10% profits each day using credit spreads on SPX, has a whole strategy. The playbook can be found at spxplaybook.net. It's a $27 product, and it has been updated to, you know, things change. And we needed to make sure that we updated the strategy to make sure that we were changing with the things. All right, option seller bundle. All of my training courses are here. Cash secure puts, covered calls, credit spreads, SPX spreads for daily and weekly profits. This is a full, I want to say it's about 4 hours of training on how do you use SPX for daily or for weekly trading. And there's a resource here to create you a trading plan. And if you're starting from the beginning, then you've got options 411 over here. And if you want to short shares, that's in here too. All the resources are here. All right. E2T Traders Declaration. I declare I'm a great trader, a successful trader, and a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses and my account is growing steadily. I am a wise and knowledgeable trader. I have a strategy that I use for my trades. I don't randomly place trades. I am a level-headed trader who trades my plan and not my emotions. Is that you? Can you make that declaration? Can you do that? E2T Daily Prayer. Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. Deuteronomy 8:18. Help us today to trade our strategy with wisdom and knowledge. Allow us to prosper enough to have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. I want you to do two things today. I want you to stay green. I want you to get this money, and I want you to have a great green day. I will see you in